Alright guys, I'm gonna send the link here. I told Mother Flare and Father Flare they do not have to be in. And I'm just gonna send the link to Wave and Beard because they should be in. So yeah. Heck. Much better. I was like, what the heck was that for? Like, what does it mean? Okay, we're just going to YouTube Studio to delete that. That was a complete typo. Anyways, and I just ate, so I'm not hangry. This is much better, and I will never live stream at closer to 4 o'clock or 3:30 ever again. See, like, it's not even on. That's weird. Not interested. Let's just do that. There we go. And this title was suggested by ChatGPT. So yeah. And I'm gonna be a neutral announcer. This game has no stakes. It's obvious, or not obviously, but it's with legends. So yeah, this is with legends. I forgot the name of the roster. I'll show it to y'all at the end. 7 innings. The game's really 9, but I just bunted basically the entire time till I got to the 3rd inning because counting. So the third 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 innings. And we're gonna do the intro here. Hi guys, Hi guys, this is Sports Flare Live, and I'm going to be commentating one of the biggest rivalries in all of MLB, St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs, but with all-time legends and current players. 7 inning, well, it's 9, but I assume the first 3, as I said earlier, and I'm going to be a neutral announcer. 7 innings. This is actually, I believe, my first time ever commentating a baseball game. There's a first for everything. As I did send the link, we're going to give Beard and Wave some time to get in. Actually, no. Bryce Harper extends his hitting streak to 9 games. And the delivery, Mark Pryor takes, I don't know how to commentate that. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to try again. Mark Pryor sets and delivers the 0-1! Fouled back 0-2. 0-2! He got him! Ted Simmons down, swinging. There we go. I think that's good. Let me know if my commentary is good. Here's the replay. And this is on Legend difficulty, the highest in the game. 3 watching. And Ken Boyer now. 1 out. And the delivery from Mark Pryor is high. Ball 1. Let me know. Give me some feedback or tips if you think I'm doing good and or bad. It will not hurt my feelings if you say I'm doing bad, as that is in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count. DJ LeMahieu back on the Rockies. Dodgers Brewers in the second. There are the scores at the bottom, as that is ball 2. 2-1. Yeah, so wait, let me pause this real quick. Options. Beard Flare is about to eat dinner. He will get in a little bit. Nope, no. Obviously, I have the actual announcers turned off, because we are going to get back to the action. Just had to respond to that Beard Flare text. 2-1! Checked his swing, and they say he went. R.I.P. Jose Fernandez, as he got the win. The 2-2! 22nd delivery for Mark Pryor. Fouled back. Just don't worry about the pitch deliveries, the pitches, because they're not accurate. I just bunted for the first 3 innings. Somehow got a hit with the Cardinals, but I'm neutral, just saying. 2-2! Did he go? No. Count runs full. 3-2. The 3-2 prior to Boyer. 3-2. He got him swinging. 2 gone. Ozzie Smith now 1 for 1 with the only hit of this game for both teams. A bunt single back in the first. And that is low for ball 1. 1-0. 3 watching. He was acquired from St. Louis. What do you mean? This is St. Louis. Whatever. Now 2 watching. Welcome to the other viewer that is down the line fair. Ozzie Smith is 2 for 2. And is he going for extra bases? He is. He's out. Ozzie Smith is thrown out. And Father Flair, if that's you watching, you do not have to watch if you don't want to. What a play by that right fielder? Not right fielder. I don't know who that was. If I can get a replay. What a play by the left fielder there of the Cubs. I don't know who that is. We're going to find that out. Billy Williams. And now Derek Lee batting for the Cubs. Bob Gibson sets, fires, delivers. And swing and a miss. And it's going to be, or then first strike 1. I don't feel like I've done the greatest. I probably have. 0-1. Derek Lee grounds 1 back foul. 0-2. 0-2. I'm going to take this blanket off, and can y'all hear me good? Mother Flair reset the Wi-Fi before I started this live stream. He got him looking, and that is the first K of the day, rather, for Bob Gibson. We probably don't need to see the replay. Actually, I'm going to Hack Wilson, now the batter. I am going to put the blanket on. That is a fastball at 99 for ball 1. The 1-0. Nolan Ryan got a complete game shutout against the Angels. I believe it's his former team. I could be wrong, because that's outside ball 2. 2-0. Hack Wilson takes a hack, get it, at this one, and fouls it back 2-1. 21st delivery here from Bob Gibson. As there's some news at the bottom. Sports news, if you want to read it, you can. I might be every now and then. Fouled back 2-2. The 2-2! I'd love to see home run by either team, as that is fouled back. Bryce Harper with an 18-game hitting streak in his age 22 season for the Washington Nationals. 2-2! 2-2! Grounded back foul. We'll do it again. 2-2 yet again! Yankees lead the A's 1-0 in the third, but 2-2! That just missed. Full count. I was getting ready to say he got him. Maybe a missed call, maybe not. Let me know whenever, if we get chatters. This is the 9th pitch of the ABs that was fouled back. Hack Wilson taking some hacks here and fouling a lot of them back and putting together an AB and draws the walk. So that's a 1-out walk, and it brings up William Contreras' brother, Wilson Contreras. I'm a neutral announcer, if I'd not say that already. And that is high for ball 1. Bob Gibson's losing control here. It would be... Oh, you're watching, Sean. That's cool, Father Flair. You don't have to. The 1-0, swing and a miss. You got me on the big TV. That makes me feel like an actual announcer. Shout out to Father Flair for that. 1-1. This is a cool concept. Great idea. Well, the game I got from you, that's ball 2. Thanks, Father Flair. The 2-1. So shout out to Father Flair for having it on the big TV. I'm assuming in our den or living room. 2-1. Contreras is hit on the back, and there will be a runner on they'll be on first. There will be runners on first and third with 2 outs. Ryan Sandberg now, R.I.P. Bob Gibson struggling here. Cardinals have both hits this game. Cubs currently getting no hit. That's ball 1. Gibson was known to throw at batters. Not know that. I have ejections and balks on. 1-0 is grounded and foul. Not really grounded. He barely got a piece of that, actually. And if anyone wants to come up and be my color commentator and you can, but I like y'all having it on the big TV, so I'd probably rather you not. I was hoping that whenever I'd not know you had it on the big TV, but keep it on the big TV instead, Father Flair. I'd not know that about him, Father Flair. The 1-2. Sandberg grounds it. 1. Pujols with the turn and 2. An inning-ending double play. That takes us to, we're going to pretend, the second inning, and Edgar Renteria comes up, actually a former Cubs manager the year before they broke the famous 108-year World Series curse, as that's in there for strike one. Renteria signed out of Columbia, at least on this roster. I don't know about real life. Probably, but I'm not sure. The 0-1, 0-2. Looks like the franchise. Oh, no, it's not. It's right there. Okay, we just got to fix this. 0-2 from Mark Pryor, Dodgers pitching coach in real life. Did he go? No. And I did turn umpire accuracy on to perfect, I think. But I'm going to put it back on average, because why not? Just average, because no one's perfect. I'm a Christian, and I know that. The 1-2 from Pryor. Outside, just missed, ball 2. He's like, I don't know, I don't know. And let me know if you want to see me do more of these. That's a bit low, rather, ball 3. So y'all will see me, if y'all want to see me do more of these, I can do it with any teams except any of the Braves or Yankees rivals, and any of the big rivals except, I probably could do Yankees Red Sox, because I don't have an issue with the Red Sox, despite, I mean, I do probably, I'd cheer for the Yankees over them any day, but the 3-2 is fouled back. That's getting a bit off topic. 3-2! Wave will be getting in soon, hopefully. The full count, 3-2, fouled back, putting together an AB. Here is 22-year-old Bryce Harper on his flashback card, has an 18-game hitting streak. 3-2 again, he got him! Swinging! Pitch was a bit low, but Renteria thought he could hit it. He couldn't, and Mark Pryor with yet another K on the day. Why does that look like Joe Madden in the Cubs dugout whenever it's David Ross? Albert Pujols making his first at bat of the game. We're just going to pretend, and he takes strike 1. And also, I got to shout out the person that made this roster. I don't know how, but they made it look almost identical to the real life Albert Pujols. I would assume Yadier Molina's somewhere on this team. He's got to be. No, he's not. Unless he's on the bench. Oh, he's on the bench. Okay, cool. And yeah, they got Mark McGwire, guys like that, the Cardinals, that is. Sammy Sosa on the Cubs, as that ball is hit well, but tailing back foul. 38 hits, that's most on the Cardinals this season. This is like in May, so it's just still early season from franchise mode, but it's obviously CPU versus CPU, because I made it that way. And that's out number 2, as Pujols grounds out. So yeah, what I did was I just clicked the Cubs for my franchise team, but then I just put player 1, the only player, me, in the middle, so that makes it CPU versus CPU. I'm neutral, not giving away who I'm cheering for, just saying that. And Stan Musial, RIP to him as well, surely he's not alive. 7-time batting title for Stan Musial, most recent 1957, back when Suge and Ninny Lane were like toddlers, probably, not to age them bad. As that's fouled back, count will become 1-1. Jose Fernandez did not get the win, but Stan Musial lines this one, and it's near the hedges in Wrigley Field. It'll get down for a 2-out double, back-to-back innings with a 2-out. Or, no, not back-to-back innings. Back-to-back innings with a 2-out hit for the Cubs, for the back-to-back innings with a 2-out hit for the Cardinals, even though Ozzie Smith got thrown out trying to go for the double, and Stan Musial is pretty much in there with ease. Joe Medwick, if you've heard of him, let me know down in the chat. For viewers, welcome to all those viewers. Joe Medwick grounds this one back foul. The 0-1, as that was a changeup from Pryor. Cannot remember how fast it was. 0-1 is grounded, and the play will be made by Ryan Sandberg. Yes, his nickname was Ducky. So we head to the bottom of the second, and it's really the fourth, but I just bunted the first 3 innings, so yeah, that's why they have 3 hits and not 2. Okay, so we got obviously the great home run race of 1998 between Mark Grace, the current batter, and Mark McGwire. So Mark Grace steps in. Don't know how many he hit in that 98 season, but Mark McGwire hit more because, well, yeah, he was taking some stuff. Let's just put it that way. He was taking some juice, as one may say. That's ball one. The 1-0 misses 2-0. Shane McClanahan fires 8 innings of 2-hit ball and win versus Yankees. Those are probably some old headlines because those teams are playing. It's probably from like the past day or something, or the day before that. But it's impressive that you can do that against that Yankees team with all those legends, Derek Jeter, Mickey Mantle, etc. It's pretty cool that we're getting to see Bob Gibson versus Mark Grace here and others, obviously, as that is a flyout. Billy Williams now. How old is he on his card? I believe, he's 32. I want to say he played for the Dodgers. No, he just played for the Cubs and A's. I know there was someone on this Cubs team that played for the Dodgers. Both pitchers' card, his age is 32. The age obviously does not matter. Same with Billy Williams. He's also 32 as a batter. He has 435 home runs in 19 seasons, looking to hit his 435, looking to hit his 436 or something like that. The 2-0 is a big swing and a miss. I put this on Legend to get runs scored, and I saw the pitchers had high ERAs, but we are in for a pitcher's duel, 3-1 the count. Sammy Sosa on deck, 2.233 average, 9 home runs, and I believe that's at 51 RBIs, as that is in there for a called strike. 22 RBIs, rather, not 51. That would be impressive, because we're only in May. I do like the scoreboard in MLB The Show 23. I'll give that to them. R.I.P. Ricky Henderson. That's outside for ball 4. And Sammy Sosa coming up to bat. He was also on the juice, as they say, like Mark McGwire, probably Mark Grace, and definitely Sammy Sosa were. Sammy Sosa is a bit of a weirdo in real life, but let's just not get into that. I'm neutral, I'm just saying. That's in there for strike one. 2,439 hits in 19 seasons for Sammy Sosa. Probably would have had less if he'd not take steroids, but yeah. Sammy Sosa, cool matchup for sure. Gibson versus Sosa for sure. That is down the line, just foul. Thanks, Father Flair. The teams that I did were obviously your idea, because you said Cardinals, Cubs, but besides that, it was all my idea. Well, it was from a YouTube video I watched. It was imperialism, but I don't know how to do that. How does that happen? I don't know, but Sammy Sosa goes down swinging. Yeah, these two teams hate each other. I watched one of their games in Mother Flair's bed. You were there too. And, yeah, they definitely hated each other. Let's just put it that way. Ernie Banks, batter, R.I.P. got him. That's right. Who do you want to win, Father Flair? I'm neutral, so I obviously can't say that's outside for ball 1. The 1-0 runner on first via the walk. That Billy Williams, and Cubs for Father Flair. And what up, Wave? How are you? This is on Legend difficulty. I'm a neutral announcer. Cubs versus Cardinals, one of the biggest MLB rivalries. Probably the second biggest behind the Yankees-Red Sox. And that is down the line, foul. Be right back. Okay, Wave. 1-2 to Ernie Banks. With all these legends, you would have expected some runs by now, but I guess not. 51st delivery from Bob Gibson to Ernie Banks is hammered back foul. Would have been probably a home run if he kept that fair, but it wasn't even close. Cardinals fan in the background, lots of them actually, and a lot of 2 or 3 Cubs fans I see. Actually 4 now. Is checked his swing. Did he go? No. Curveball at 82. The count will be 2-2. Wish there was like some home runs or something for me to get excited for by either team, honestly. 2-2. Ernie Banks fouls it back. I'm sorry for what I said earlier, Father Flair, while I was eating. I love you. You are not a stupid father. You're a smart, lovely father who I love. 2-2. As that was fouled back. We'll do it again. That's outside. Full count. 3-2. Chris Bryant on deck. Prime Chris Bryant. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. This one is much better. Oh, you're a good boy. Thanks, Father Flair. This one is much better for sure, Father Flair. I deleted the last one. The 3-2 is a cold strike 3. Ernie Banks cannot believe it. I have ejections on. And he could possibly get ran, but probably doesn't. Rejected. I'm good, Wave. How are you? Who do you want to win? It goes straight to the action, which I love. That's for sure. Ball 1 there. What up, Wave? That's right. Jim Edmonds pops this one up. Not Mark Grace. Ryan Sandberg, who did not take steroids, or juice, if you will. Makes a catch. RIP to him. Good Cubs. Okay, I'm neutral. Why did I try to say that? I don't know. I'm neutral. I don't want either team to win. 34-year-old Mark McGwire on his legend card comes up to bat. Age doesn't matter. Steroids should probably do for him. That's not true, or juice and steroids. That's a grounder. Sandberg's been busy this game, and he will make the play. Pitcher's duel. Ted Simmons, the new MLB The Show 25 legend, comes to the dish, as that is low for ball 1. For the most part, this has been a pretty easy inning for Mark Pryor. Ball 2, this one is just going 7 innings, Wave. Yeah, this is a legend difficulty. I'm a neutral announcer. Let me know if you want to see more rivalry games like this. Just not Braves or Yankees rivalry. Or not Braves or Yankees rivals. Hopefully somebody will get some offense going for sure. He just threw 3 straight balls. 3-0! And ball 4. We'll see if the Cardinals can start something. That's 3 innings with a runner on base with 2 outs rather for the Cardinals. So one did get thrown out at second, and whenever I had no chatters, Ken Boyer takes ball 1. That is 5 straight balls for Mark Pryor. He's kind of losing control here, as Alex Rodriguez is 2 for 3 with an RBI in a 4-4 tie game against the A's with the Yankees. Hopefully he's a new MLB The Show 26 legend revealed this upcoming week. I'm big on those because I'll probably buy it like 2 weeks after launch, because MLB The Show 25 would always cut out. This game doesn't, as it counts 2-1. There was 2 balls, obviously, and then 1 strike. The 2-1, 2-2. He did throw. Mark Pryor did throw like 6 straight balls. In case you're wondering, Mark Pryor did have his career cut short by injuries, and he is a current pitching coach of the Los Angeles Dodgers, as Ken Boyer goes down swinging. We head to the bottom of the 5th, still no score, as it's going from the 3rd inning to the 9th inning. So, because I just bunted with both teams until I got there, because I was worried if I simmed and someone would get runs, and I'd not want that. 1-0 as Chris Bryant takes ball 1 is clobbered back foul. 31-year-old Chris Bryant. Exit mile per hour, whatever that is, was 95. It might have said below, I don't know. 1-1 is the count is a ball. 2-1. Delivery number 59 for Bob Gibson. The 2-1. I wish there was some either of these teams could get some hitting going, so I could get some exciting commentary going, but no sign of that yet on Legend difficulty. 2-2. He got him swinging. Fastball at 100 miles per hour brings up Derek Lee again. Do you still have it on our big TV, Father Flair? It's okay if you turned it off. Like, I'm glad you do, and I'd like for you to keep it on that. I was just curious. Last 10 games, two doubles, and or maybe 1 double and an RBI. That's good, Father Flair. I want you to keep it on there. That's ball 1. 1-1. Okay, I'll pause it and come look at it. I'll be right back, guys. Father Flair wasn't lying, guys. He does. Cardinals currently have a no-hitter and possibly a perfect game going. Hack Wilson and Wilson Contreras, the next 2 batters up in this inning for the Cardinals. The 1-1, as I am back, guys. So I don't think I said that, but you probably already acknowledged that. 20 balls, 43 strikes for Bob Gibson, as it's 1-2. This is his 64th delivery, and 21 balls now for Bob Gibson, as the count is 2-2. There we go. Welcome back, Wave. That is ball 3. Full count now. 3-2. Hack Wilson on deck. Never heard of him in my life. Bob Gibson. 3-2. And he got him swinging. I mean, I would get excited over a strikeout, but that's one of those things that it's hard to get excited over a strikeout. Like, if it's a game-winning strikeout, and it's, like, outside, and you think it's ball 4, then maybe not, but that's ball 1. Delivery number 68 for Bob Gibson. And he fouls this one back. I think Bob Gibson passed away around 2020. Could be wrong. You should come look at it. It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool, Father Flair. The 1-1 is grounded. And he bobbles it. There goes the perfect game. Hack Wilson aboard with 2 outs. And they're going to rule it a base hit. So there goes the no-hitter for Bob Gibson. And Wilson Contreras is coming up to bat. Father Flair says, here we go for the Cubs. That's a ball up high. 119 or 11, but in this timeline, 8 seasons for Wilson Contreras, batting 200, and he checks his swing a bit and goes around 1-1. Gibson looks to be getting tired. Yeah, they'll probably take him out after this inning or their next inning. I don't know what their bullpen, like, legend-wise looks like. The 1-1, ball 2. I mean, if they make the mistake of putting in a just current reliever against all these legends, then the game might be over, but we'll just have to wait and see. 2-1 is fouled back. I'd be shocked if they let Bob Gibson go another inning, but there is a possibility that they do. We'll just have to wait and see. The 2-2, if he gets Wilson Contreras out here, then they probably will. It's 50-50, though. 2-2 is hung, and back it goes. On to, or near the track, play is made by one of the greatest center fielders to ever play the game, in Jim Edmonds. Fielding-wise, he physically, I've seen a video called the center fielder who couldn't physically miss a catch, and that was about Jim Edmonds. That's ball 1 to Ozzie Smith, 13-time Gold Glove winner, 1980 and through 1982 rather. As the 1-0 make that 2-0. I don't know he played that long. I know he had like a great streak. I believe he might have broke Cal Ripken's streak. Oh wait, no. Cal Ripken would have set the record. I don't know. 3-0 though. Pryor might be getting tired too. As prior to this inning, he has thrown 3 balls. Get the pun there? Is that strike 1? That's probably very corny and cringe. 3-1 is hit well by Ozzie Smith, but playable. Not quite sure who that is, but he makes a play. I believe that is Sammy Sosa, maybe? Yeah, that's Sammy Sosa on the juice making the play. The juice is steroids. I've just heard YouTubers call it that, so I felt like it would be fun. That is what was supposed to be a bunt, but it was a low pitch, but since he was bunting, it was ruled a strike. That's probably very confusing, but that's outside. Ball 1, 1-1, fastball at 95 miles per hour. The 1-1 from Mark Pryor. Renteria, the former Cubs manager. I thought he was white. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just mistaken here about Edgar Renteria. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was black. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 3-1 with Albert Pujols on deck. Albert Pujols could easily make this a 2-0 game. A new legend in MLB The Show 26. Albert Pujols, that is. Cannot wait to play with him. That's going to be very fun. And a game that I can actually hit with him well in, because I can't in MLB The Show 19 or MLB The Show 21, because his card is hard to hit with. The Show 23, it's decently easy to hit with, but he's not in the game because he's obviously retired. But Miguel Cabrera is on the Marlins or Tigers. I think on this roster he's on the Tigers, though. That is ball 4. And now Albert Pujols comes up. 26-year-old Albert Pujols. Looks like he's in the same stance when he hit the home run off Brad Lidge in one of the games of the 2005 NLCS. 12 home runs for Albert Pujols. Pujols first on the Cardinals. That doesn't shock me, considering that he's a power hitter and he's like the type of guy that either walks, strikes out, grounds out, or hits a home run. I probably just listed everything you can do in baseball on accident, but 2-0. Looks like Mark Pryor's getting tired as well. Marlins up 1-0 on the Diamondbacks in the third. Jose Fernandez pitching, RIP. 3-0 now with Stan Musial on deck. Runner on first, 1 out. 3-0 is high, ball 4. And they are on first and second with 1 out for the Cardinals as they are threatening here. Looks like Mark Pryor is getting tired as Stan Musial, who's already got a hit, comes to the dish and takes a pitch that was a bit high, but a called strike 1. I'm not trying to sound like that Sean McDonough dude. I don't. Fastball at 96 miles per hour. The 0-1. And 0-2. Al Pujols. I'm assuming that's short for Albert Pujols. 0-2. 0-2, just missed. He was a guy who called the Sugar Bowl. He's not a great announcer. He shares his opinions too much, and me and Father Flair's opinions on like a game, which you're not supposed to do. And we think that he hates Georgia or despises Georgia for no reason. Well, I mean, probably because they're good. 2-2 count. You gotta wonder if Mark Pryor loads the bases here. Do they take him out? This might be his last inning. That is. Great stop by Wilson Contreras, but ball 3. Full count. 3-2. Joe Medwick on deck with a grand slam possibility. 3-2. Pryor delivers, and it is a fair baseball. Do they wave him? They do. He scores, and the Cardinals strike first. Dan Musial with a single the other way, just past the slide of Chris Bryant. There it is, great slide. Yeah, that was a pretty good slide. But sadly, or not sadly, but for you, Father Flair, unfortunately, it was the team that not the team you wanted to score first in the Cubs. In the Cardinals, excuse me, not Cubs, Cardinals. 78 deliveries. You gotta think that they're gonna take out Mark Pryor soon. The Cubs, that is. He's had a long day, and you can only think his day would get longer if they didn't take him out. You don't think, you know. 0-2. All the Cubs need is a double play here, but that's definitely easier said than done. The 0-2 outside. Ball 1. Slurve at 82. Carlos Zambrano and Rick Sutcliffe warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Joe Medwick won the Triple Crown in 1937, I think. The 1-2, he got him swinging. 2 gone. That means he led the league in home runs, RBI, and batting average. Okay. Yeah, I know Miguel Cabrera won it in like 2012 and 2013. It was something crazy. He's a great hitter. It's probably who Acuna, my favorite baseball player of all time, looked up to growing up by how great of a hitter he was, as that is in there for strike 1. Thank gosh, I can speak again. The 0-1, Jim Edmonds, not necessarily known for his batting, but we'll see here, as that ball is fouled back. It'll be pretty impressive, and you've got to be very happy if you're cheering for the Cubs, waving Father Flair, that is. If you can only allow them to one run here with the damage that could have been done with just 2 on and 1 out. Well, I mean, he would have preferred none, but you know what I mean. The 1-2, the second oldest stadium in all of Major League Baseball, Wrigley Field, is ball 2. This has got to be Pryor's last inning. This is his 86th delivery upcoming. 2-2, outside, ball 3, full count, and Mark McGwire on deck. You cannot, if you're the Cubs, you cannot afford to, you just cannot walk Jim Edmonds here, because there's a huge possibility in a Mark McGwire grand slam, and that will be an opportunity for him. They're leaving in Mark Pryor, as it's Mark versus Mark. Mark McGwire with a grand slam possibility, is obviously Jim Edmonds got walked. Batting in the 7-hole, McGwire. I don't remember his face being that chubby, but whatever, that's beyond the point. Checked it, he did not go. 1-1! So many ways, if you're the Cardinals, you can score a run. Not many ways you can get out of this if you're the Cardinals. Or not Cardinals, Cubs. As that is ball 2. 2-1. McGwire's definitely getting tired. Not quite sure why they're not taking him out yet. Or Mark Pryor, not McGwire. That is a line drive and straight at him, and the Cubs get out of the inning with just one run. But thanks to Stan Musial, thanks to Stan Musial, the Cardinals get on the board, and it's 1-0. And what will probably be Pryor's last inning. They leave in Gibson here. Interesting choice by Oliver Marmol. And I do have ejections and balks on 2,409 hits over 17 seasons for Ryan Sandberg as he takes strike one. And that is a grounder. And play is made. I'm not quite sure who that second baseman is. Who is it? Oh, yeah, right. Edgar Renteria. Mark Grace now. He could tie the game. He was probably a power hitter. I'd not get to see him in my lifetime play, though, so I cannot guarantee that. As that is hit well back foul. Excuse me. 14-game hitting streak for Mark Grace. There's a franchise news there at the bottom. Be right back. Okay, Wave. Got out of that jam for sure. Father Flair for the Cubs. Oh yeah, Cubs like a baby bear, but like a bear, like the name of a baby bear, if that makes any sense. That sounds like a movie character or something. 2-1. Is grounded, and Ozzie Smith, one of the greatest shortstops to ever play Major League Baseball, easily makes the play to retire Mark Grace. And now Billy Williams comes up, as we'll see if the Cardinals leave in Bob Gibson after this happening, and if the Cubs leave in Mark Pryor, they will probably take him out. Though I saw Carlos Zambrano, who was warming up. He had a fiery temper, which means he got mad a lot at umpires and let it out on umpires and players, which I would not have done. As that ball is hit well by Billy Williams, it'll hit off the wall. It'll be a 2-out double for the Cubs and a runner in scoring position. And who is it? Now, I believe, yes, Sammy Sosa is the batter. Things are getting interesting. Sammy Sosa takes ball one outside. Here we go. That's right for Cubs, obviously. Not obviously, but yeah. 1-0. Bob Gibson delivers. Sosa checks it and goes around 1-1. Sammy Sosa, the 1998 MVP, though I think it probably should have gone to Mark McGwire. Who knows? Bless you, Father Flair, for sneezing, because I heard that. Which is fine. 1-1 is a fastball up high, but he swings at it. 1-2. 1-2. Can Bob Gibson get out of this inning without any runs in what's probably going to be his last inning? 1-2. Sammy Sosa crushes it and long gone. Cubs 2, Cardinals 1. The 1998 MVP, for good reason, Sammy Sosa gives the Cubs a 2-1 lead. Wow! Bob Gibson just needed one more strike, threw it up high to Sammy Sosa, and he got every bit of that baseball to give the Cubs the lead. Fastball kind of like right down the middle, maybe a bit up, and he did not miss that one. And the Cubs take a 2-1 lead. What a game we got set up here in this rivalry affair. Will it be David Ross's Cubs winning, or Oliver Marmol's Cardinals completing the comeback? Ernie Banks, a batter, takes strike one. That'll be boom. That's right for the Cubs. The crowd goes wild for the Cubs. Yes, boom. Or that's correct, rather. Great call, SF. Thanks, and that'll be a good YouTube short right there. I might make that. Last 6 games, that's ball one. Ernie Banks has had a good batting average. I'd not get to read it in the nick of time. 1-2. How about this 6th inning? Both teams scoring a run, and the Cubs with the first home run of this game. 1-2. Up high, 2-2. Kind of shocked the Cardinals did not take out Bob Gibson after that Sammy Sosa home run. Ernie Banks, R.I.P., he grounds it. Albert Pujols will make the play, but not before Sammy Sosa and the Chicago Cubs take a 2-1 lead in one of the biggest rivalries in sports, Cardinals-Cubs, when we come back. Sammy Sosa got every bit of that baseball. No, Father Flair, that's not correct. That's not correct, Father Flair. Because I started it in the 3rd inning, so we're going to be going till the 9th inning. It's from the 3rd to the 9th inning because that equals 7. So you're wrong, Father Flair. Not 3 outs to go. Still plenty of chances for both teams. Because I just bunted with both teams the first 2 innings, so not 3 outs to go, Father Flair. Okay, welcome back, Wave. You missed out on a Sammy Sosa go-ahead home run. So, nope, not 3 outs to go, Father Flair. Mark Pryor staying in. I just now noticed that. Okay, buddy, sorry. Not trying to sound mad. I probably should not have said it like 20 times. You gotta do something real quick. Okay. It's still on the TV here. That's good, at least. Okay. Just let me know whenever you get back, Father Flair. I guess bye for now. Don't really know what to say there, but full count. 3-2. Mark Pryor. It delivers and it's fouled. Let's give a piece of toast to everyone. I don't know. I was coming up the steps when I heard Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa! I can't do it unless he actually did it again. Like, make the exact call, probably. Well, so you did get to hear the call. That's good, at least. Why did I just randomly start thinking about the singer John Mellencamp? I don't know. 1-0's the count. 1-0! Fouled back. 1-1. Rays beat the Orioles. Yankees lead the A's 6-4. In the 7th, as that ball is hit well, Ken Boyer is going to have a double out of this at least. Sammy Sosa tracks it down, and it'll be a 1-out double for Ken Boyer. And back to the top of the order, and that'll be the night for Mark Pryor. Carlos Zambrano is probably the guy who will come in. He will get the baseball and a huge standing ovation from this crowd. What a night he had! And then comes the bullpen for the Cubs as they lead 2-1 with the Cardinals having a runner on second. When we come back, and Carlos Marmol, rather, is going to come in instead of Carlos Zambrano, probably because of Carlos Zambrano's temper, and letting his frustration out on players and umpires. Love the call. Thanks, Wave. Ozzie Smith, now 2 for 3, could tie this game back up just in, like, as fast as you can blink. Baseball games, they don't last forever. That made no sense. So that's in there for strike 1. 0-1, Carlos Marmol. You're welcome. Okay, Wave. I don't really know what to say to that, honestly. Is that strike 2? He's like, yeah, I got a strike, all right. I don't know. I just had to sound like a player there. 0-2, Marmol delivers. Not Oliver Marmol, the Cardinals manager, but the Cubs pitcher, Carlos Marmol. And they say Ozzie Smith is out. Will they challenge? It hit off of Marmol's leg, and then he got the throw to first. They do not challenge Ozzie Smith. Thought he was safe. It was bang, bang, very close at first. Edgar Renteria now. 0 for 2, takes ball 1. 1-0. Outside, ball 2. 2-0. 2-0 from Edgar Renteria. Ball 3. Oh shoot, what have I done? Hell, Albert Pujols on deck. I just gotta. Oh, it's just one of my calls. Okay, we are back. Albert Pujols on deck. 3-0 count on Renteria. 3-0. is strike in there for strike one, 3-1. I gotta go by. Okay, bye, Wave. 3-1. 6 watching. Welcome to all 6 of the viewers. Great stream. Thanks. Wait, thanks, Wave. 3-1. Hit well the other way. Will it drop? Dives! Misses! We are tied, and it goes to the track. Sammy Sosa hasn't gotten it yet. Throws it in, and he is out at the plate. What a turn of events! Edgar Renteria blown out at the plate, but the Cardinals do tie it. Wow, what a game! And that is the rivalry feeling you get. Chris Bryant, now the batter, as Bob Gibson stays in, and that's in there for called strike one. What? That's what Cubs fans are like. 0-1. 1-1. Yeah, this has been a great game. Dizzy Dean, never heard of him, and Michael Wacha warming up in the Cardinals bullpen. The 1-1 is ball 2, 2-1. I'm a real announcer on the TV, folks. Stay tuned. I don't know. 2-1. Ball 3, 3-1. What a game, Derek. We've got here Derek Lee on deck. Lance Berkman went 5 for 5 for the Astros in a win against the Mariners. That is hammered back foul by Chris Bryant. 3-2. Three-two is clobbered back foul. What a game we've got here. Sammy Sosa misses the dive, recovers to throw out Edgar Renteria at the plate, but the Cubs do tie it. 3-2, ball 4, and will the manager come out to get Bob Gibson? We are about to find out. No, Oliver Marmol makes a questionable decision to leave in his managers. 3 watching. Derek Lee takes ball 1 high, the 1-0. Excuse me. The 101st pitch for Bob Gibson is in there for a called strike. Boy, in the past 2 innings, has this became a big, real game. One. 2-1. If he walks this batter, then you gotta think that they take him out. Because I'll be right back, guys. I just gotta watch this call Father Flair sent me. Alright, guys, I am back. The 2-1 from Bob Gibson is low, ball 3. 3-1, Hack Wilson on deck. What a game. This is what rivalry games are. Intense. Insane. Great moments are created. 3-1 is in there for called strike 2. 3-2, full count now. Dodgers and Brewers tied at 1 in the 7th. 3-2. Derek Lee fouls this one back. 3-2 again. Bob Gibson's the last batter possible. Dun dun dun. I don't know. I just wanted to make it sound dramatic. Pickoff attempt on Chris Bryant, but nothing doing. He's easily back. 7 watching. Welcome to all those 7 viewers. The 3-2 is grounded foul. What time is it? 7:03. What a game we have going here, folks. 3-2 is swung on back foul. Putting together an AB, the 9th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. 3-2. He got him! You missed out on a great almost inside the park home run call that helped the Cubs tie it earlier, Father Flair. Impressive performance by Gibson for sure. He's not coming out yet, though. From 3-0 to 3-3 as Chris Bryant is thrown out at second. He got thrown out, and there is 2 outs in the inning. Who is their catcher? Ted Simmons. It was on the TV. I just had to get out of the stream. Okay. Wow. It was not a strike him out, Father Flair. It was just strike 1. 1-1. Grounded fair, and that'll get inside the line. The baseball's still rattling, and Stan Musial finally picks it up, but it is a 2-out double for Hack Wilson. He took a great hack, and boy, you cannot have games more intense than rivalry games. Cubs Cardinals on the CW. Not really, not the CW, but it is Cubs Cardinals. That scoreboard makes it twice as sick. Makes it even better, aka 0-1. Haha, okay. Is fouled back 0-2. Yeah, Father Flair. 0-2. Delivery number 114 for Bob Gibson. Oliver Marmol's got to take him out after this inning. And it is a line drive base hit. Do they wave him? Throw to the plate. He is safe. Cubs take the lead back. Why didn't he do his weird thing wherever he fell down and have a better throw? Because he could have got him by a mile, but he took his time and Hack Wilson was able to get in. Cubs 3, Cardinals 2. And Oliver Marmol finally signals to take out Bob Gibson. Wow. It's okay if not. But are Ice Flare and Mother Flare watching on the TV as well? And in comes Dizzy Dean. I've never heard of him. But he's gonna, hopefully for him, he does not get dizzy pitching. Because, well, who wants a dizzy pitcher on the mound? Let's be real. Cubs, that's right, Father Flair for that RBI, obviously. Not obviously, but still. Dizzy Dean's first delivery. Kind of hard to say that name without laughing or smiling, but it's ball 1. Was Dizzy Dean a real pitcher? I've never heard of this man in my life. What kind of a first name is Dizzy? That's a ground ball base hit for Ryan Sandberg. R.I.P. on a 1-0 count, and they're going to be on first and second with 2 outs for the Cubs. Mark Grace. Dizzy Dean was awesome. He had a brother with a funny name, too. His brother's name was Daffy Dean. Nice alliteration, brothers, from the parents. I'm sure that was unintentional, but it still happened. That's strike 1. Well, 0-1, 0-2. So, I think Mother Flare and Ice Flare might be watching on the TV, might not. It's fine if not. They don't have to. 0-2! In the dirt. Do they send him to third? They do! He's out! That's how the inning ends! Wilson Contreras, though, gets the RBI single to give the Cubs the lead back. Wow! This game has had so many turn of events. Their real names are Jay and Paul. Oh. Albert Pujols versus Carlos Marmol, who has no relation to Oliver Marmol. As Albert Pujols grounds this one through. Not necessarily a speedy runner, but a leadoff runner aboard for the Cardinals. Why do I try to get these two teams mixed up? I don't know. Willie McGee, the pinch runner. What are they doing? They are pinch running Albert Pujols, which means he cannot play for the rest of the game. And what if they need him in a game? And what if they need him in extras? Well, then I guess so much for that, as that's in there for strike 1. Interesting decision there by Oliver Marmol, for sure. Marmol, for sure. Marmol, by Oliver Marmol, for sure. There we go. That's ball 1. Rod Beck and Brad Boxberger, or Berger, is warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Were any of those guys legends? Legends. As almost a pickoff there on the pinch runner, McGee. I kind of already forgot his first name. I kind of did, I'm going to be honest. No. Oh. Not Rod Beck, wasn't it? Oh, wait, Rod Beck's a current pitcher, but I don't know about that other dude. Is that spelled who? 2-1. I don't know why they decided to sit down Carlos Zambrano, probably because of his temper, but who knows. Hi, Chopper! Is it fair? It indeed is! And Musial is out, they say. He thinks he's safe. They are not going to challenge. And there is 1 out of the inning. What a heck of a play by Carlos Marmolez. Bruce Sutter now coming in for the Cubs, also a Cardinal earlier or later in his career, cannot remember, I think it was earlier. People say Bruce Sutter, but I'm pretty sure it's Bruce Sutter, as that's in there for strike 1. Bruce Sutter versus Joe Medwick. Never thought the day would come, nor did any of my viewers, as welcome to all 6 of them watching as Joe Medwick fouls this one back. Oh boy, have I had a blast and very fun commentating this live stream, or this game for my live stream, or this rivalry, rather. 0-2, grounded! And Ryan Sandberg makes the play. I thought that was going to get through the hole, but nope. And there's 2 outs for Jemariah Edmonds. Not Jemariah, just Jim Edmonds. Jim Edmonds. For Jim Edmonds. That is grounded! And Ernie Banks makes the play! Cubs get out of it, and they, after this half inning, are going to be 3 outs away from beating that Cardinal. From beating the Cardinals as Yadier Molina comes in to play first base. Not quite sure what our thought process was there, Cardinals, but I'm just neutral. I'm just saying. Yes, says Father Flair as a Cubs fan. We'll have to wait and see. Mark Grace fouls this one back. 0-2. They're actually 3 outs away this time, Father Flair. LOL. LOL. The 0-2. Mark Grace goes down swinging for out number 1. I mean, it would be pretty cool to see a walk-off, but I'm obviously not going to go in and purposely make that happen as a neutral announcer. But I'm just saying, what would be very cool is a walk-off grand slam by the Cubs, but I know I'm neutral. Or the Cubs go down like 6-3, 7-3, and then they just, and then they score a run, then hit a grand slam. That would be pretty cool. A comeback or something like that. But or just the actual game score it is right now, as it counts 2-1. We're finishing this out, chats. Well, the Cubs got a bat first, as Billy Williams is up to the dish on a 2-1 count. Thank you for letting me speak, voice. I'm not mad at y'all. I was mad at my voice. Outside, 3-2. Sammy Sosa on deck. Y'all know y'all didn't have to get in, by the way. 3-2. Billy Williams goes down looking. 2 outs. Sammy Sosa now hit that go-ahead home run that made it 2-1 in the 6th. Can he give the Cubs a humongous, large, ginormous, whatever you want to use, whatever word that fits properly you want to use, home run here? That is popped, or hit well by Sammy Sosa. Back it goes. But near the track, Jim Edmonds will have it. Cubs are 3 outs away from beating their bitter rivals, or one of their rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals. Mark McGwire, Ted Simmons, and Ken Boyer, the Cardinals' last hopes. Well, I haven't really been in, but I'm happy to see the ending. Okay, Rod Beck coming in for the Cubs, rather. Rod Beck coming in for the Cubs. He was a legend, maybe a later one, but he was, as this is grounded back foul. The number one thing you cannot do if you're Rod Beck here is throw a fastball straight down the middle to Mark McGwire, because he will not miss that, and we will be tied as fast as you can blink. Count is 0-2. 0-2. He got him a huge strikeout there. Probably the hardest batter he's going to face all inning, but Ted Simmons now comes to the dish. That is strike one. 0-1 the count. What I mean by later legends is like he joined the league in like 2011 and retired in like 2021 or something. 0-2 though. 0-2 from Rod Beck. He almost hits Ted Simmons. Maybe he played before then. I'm not sure. I might have heard of him from like 2011 rosters. He was definitely like not one of the new legends, not one of the old 80s legends or 90s, obviously. 2-2. Ted Simmons grounds it foul. 2-2 again. Ted Simmons fouls it back. It's probably going to get annoying if I make that call. I did not mean to click that button. 2-2 from Rod Beck. Ted Simmons goes down swinging. Ken Boyer. Why do I keep trying to say Ken Hoyer? Thinking about Brian Hoyer, maybe. Is the Cardinals' last hope as he takes a called strike one. I mean, if you say so. 0-1. 1-1. How frustrated would you be, Father Flair, if the Cardinals got like a runner on here and then hit a home run? That would be pretty frustrating for you as a Cubs fan, probably. Who do you want to win, Mother Flair? Don't just say that. You can say whoever, actually. That is grounded and foul. Cubs 1 strike away. 2-2. Pretty frustrated. Yeah, that would make sense. 2-2. He hits it the other way. Sammy Sosa, the 1998 MVP, makes the play. And the Cubs, with David Ross as their manager, secure a 3-2 victory against their biggest rival, the St. Louis Cardinals, and arguably the second biggest rivalry in MLB history. Cardinals for Mother Flair, okay. Amen. Fly ball game. That's right, Father Flair. Fly the W, as they say. Great call, SF. Thanks. Okay, about the W rather. Love it. Thanks, Father Flair. And I think this is one of your best ones. Thanks, Father Flair. I'm getting out. Gotta edit a video. Okay, Father Flair. Love you. Okay, bye, Mother Flair and Father Flair. Should I do this again tomorrow? Let me know. Yes or no. What a game and what a live stream! And it wasn't the hero for the Cubs that gave him the ultimate game-winning run was not a legend. It was not a legend. It was Wilson Contreras. But still, the legends dominated. Here are some of the replays, as that was the first hit of the game for the Cubs. This game was 0-0 for the longest time. And I promise you one thing, I'm not going to live stream again today. How about that Wilson Contreras hit, though? What a game! And Sammy Sosa was like, yeah, we won. Ooh. Rod Beck with his 8th save, and he wins player of the game. Bob Gibson with the loss. He dominated, but not enough. The Cardinals out-hit the Cubs. That obviously did not matter, though. I just gotta ask Mother Flair and Father Flair something here. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Oh, yeah, I'm a human. Yeah, I'm a human. Yeah, I'm a human. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm just making up songs as I go here, chat. And, guys, I'm gonna be live streaming around 1 o'clock or earlier tomorrow, so yeah. And I'm gonna be live streaming Giants Dodgers. Obviously with legends. And I'm gonna do the same way I did it today. I'll be a neutral announcer. Bye, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe with notifications. So, yeah, bye. Bye, guys.